want you guys to think of a situation. If one person is given incredible skills but zero connection, and the other person is given average skills but access to the right people, what do you think? Who will succeed first? Some people will say skills, because if you're good enough, right people will find you. Others says connections are everything. After talking to a lot of people in corporate, business owners, marketeers, freelancers, and people who move abroad, I came across the right answer is not skills. The right answer is not connection. The real answer is understanding how both of these work together. Skills and connections, they coexist. Think about this. Without skills, what exactly are you offering? A connection might land you an interview, they can get you a meeting as well, they can recommend your name, and they can get you the job. For sure, no doubt in this. But they cannot do work for you. Sooner or later, your skills gets exposed. They can open the door for you, but you decide and your skills decide whether you stay in the room. Because if you're a designer, your design speaks. If you're a doctor, your knowledge speaks. If you're an engineer, your work speaks. If you're a marketeer or a business owner, your results, your numbers speak. That is why I say to a lot of people, invest in becoming genuinely good at something. Because these connections, these opportunities, without capabilities, they eventually disappear. Let's talk about the most uncomfortable truth. Many talented people, majority of talented people are invisible. Not because they're not skilled, but because nobody knows they exist. Everyday projects are being started. Everyday opportunities are available. Every day people are hiring. Every day founders are posting and looking for the right talent. You know what? Most often, it's not the lack of opportunities, it's the lack of visibility. People say we don't get opportunities. We never got a chance to perform, to give our best. But I say, whenever I open my LinkedIn, I see tons of opportunities. People are hiring developers, marketeers, managers, whatnot. Right people are missing from the room. Right people are missing from the conversation. Not because they don't have skills, but because they never showed up. Now I want you to think. It's very simple. How can somebody trust you when they never saw your work? How can somebody recommend your name when they never heard of your name? How can somebody hire you when they never saw you exist, when they never know you exist? And this is where your connections become powerful. They become real. Not because they replace skills, but because your connections help you get discovered. Understand, yeah, man, opportunities are there. You're missing from the room. You're missing from the platform. Get yourself over there right now. A lot of people misunderstand networking, or they don't know how to net. Let me tell you guys, networking is not just collecting contacts. It's not having 5,000 followers on your LinkedIn. It's not just saying hi or hello to somebody once at an event. Networks and real connections are made through the meaningful contribution. Equal participation from both sides. When you see somebody post it, you add some value. When you see someone posted an idea, you challenge it respectfully. You know what? When you see somebody in trouble, you help them solve the problem. When you do this regularly, when you show up, people remember your name. The strongest professional relationships that I've ever seen, they were never transactional, they were personal first. They knew each other's story. They know their ambitions, strengths, and character. At the end of the day, people don't hire just skills. They hire people they can trust. If there is one thing I wish more people could understand is this: showing up matters. I repeat, showing up matters. You could be the smartest person in one room, but if nobody knows your work, if they've never seen your work, your talent stays hidden. And that is why I say, post about your project, your journey, document it, share your stories, your failures, your POVs, your BTS, your thoughts, anything. Because this showing up, this visibility creates opportunities. They create connection, and connection multiplies those opportunities. Visibility matters, man. You know what? It's more easier now. We have LinkedIn, we have Twitter, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have YouTube. Everything is right there. Now the question is not, do I have access to the opportunities? The real question is, am I willing to show up? Am I willing to be visible? Why don't you get a reply when you reach out somebody online, on social media? Because you don't know how to communicate effectively. AOA, hi, hey, can I get your help? Can you help me? Can I ask you a question? These are the messages, they will never get you a reply. When you reach out to somebody, reach out with some contacts. Tell them what caught your attention, what you have learned from them. Tell them what you're working on, what you really need help in. The best messages are specific. They show curiosity. They appreciate the other person, and they also show that you have done some homework. And if you do this right way, I can assure you, nobody is going to ghost you. They will reply. What matters the most? Now you know the answer. Both. Skills add value, connection creates opportunities. And remember, in today's world, being talented is important, but being visible, it's equally important. Now let me ask you this question before we close this video. Tell me in the comment section, what is holding you guys back? Lack of skills or lack of meaningful connections?